So a question that I get often is, how do I go about to booking my clients, or how do I go about building my clientele list? And everybody's starting off. You kind of do with your friends and family. Everybody's on social media, things like that. But there are other ways in order for you to start getting booked and start getting clients and start getting people who are repeat customers and things like that. When doing this shoot here, it actually made me think about it, and I was like, at some point I wanted to do like my top 4 or 5 pillars that bring me in my revenue for the month. And I was like, oh, this would be a good one, because for him, he actually found me organically online through just a Google search. So one of those top pillars that I want to talk about, it's not my top one that it gets me to my most bookings, but it is one that definitely does work and has a lot of value for the things that I do. It is organically. Yep. So I would say, if you had to put a name on it, it's definitely going to be SEO, or search engine optimization. This is something I actually do for my 9-to-5. I am a SEO analyst, so I already understand the power of what it can do, the benefits that it has, how to do it correctly, and the long-term effects that it can have on your business. So for me, I have 2 Google business profiles. That's how a lot of the organic traffic kind of flows, especially with Google being that main search engine that a lot of people use outside of YouTube, TikTok, and other social media platforms. And then you have your Bings and your Yahoos and things like that. But Google is the monster upon all monsters that you have to get right in order to get found, for the most part. If anybody's going to look something up or look for you, they're more than likely going to Google it first. And when you're doing that as any small business of any sector or anything like that, the 2 things you want to make sure that you have is, first, a website, of course. But secondly, and equally as important, is going to be a Google business profile. And for me, I have 2. I have one for my studio, because I had my studio before anything, as far as like renting out to other photographers. I used to have events at my studio and things like that. So I always had everything set up correctly for my studio first, and was generating reviews for about 3 to 4 years. But as of recently, last year, at the end of last year, actually, I decided to get like a lot more serious, instead of just, here and there with my photography, getting a lot more serious to do it on a regular basis. I revamped my entire website and, did all the things with that to make sure that it looks good and looks professional. But I also made sure to set up its own Google business profile. And since then, that is set up and linked to the studio itself as well. So I'm getting kind of like link authority and domain authority through that, because they're kind of, as one goes from the studio profile, they're going to my actual page profile. So that helps let Google know that, hey, they're connecting the dots, like, hey, these 2 things are important, they're relevant, and we may need to put that in front of other customers. But the most important thing I would definitely say is going to be your reviews. And I feel like a lot of people say that, and they say just, it's not just a generic, oh, you need good reviews. It really gives Google a signal to let them know that, hey, they're doing pretty good over here. Let's reward them by putting their name and their profile in front of other people at a higher position as they're searching for things. So for me, if I have a shoot, especially, I don't do it for every shoot, but if I have somebody who comes in or responds back and just gives a, overwhelming response to the photos that I sent over, or how they go beyond just saying thanks or appreciate it. They like, oh, I love them. I want to get them printed. I want to get you for this. I want to send you to them. I'm going to recommend you. If it goes into that type of conversation, I make sure to immediately send a review link to my Google business profile to be like, hey, I love that you love the photos. If you can do me a solid, if you could just fill out this quick review real quick, you can just leave 5 stars. You don't have to go super detailed, but it will really help me and my business, and let people who are looking feel reassured that they're coming to the right person. And I probably racked up about 20, 30 reviews just based off doing that. And when Google sees that, when people are searching photographer near me, because it's always pinged to like your IP address and your location, I'm more than likely going to be one of those Google business profiles that pop up, at least within the top scroll, I would say. So for this shoot, that's what happened. So he just did a quick little search and did a, photography near me. He looked at a few people. I was one of those people he looked through. First, it's like he did a search. And then my profile popped up, probably about 6-7 other profiles. And of course, I'm there first. That's the first step. But then as he clicks in and goes through my website and through my portfolio, that's what kind of locks it in to say, okay, oh, that works. Now, which profile did he go through? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I have 2, and they're both optimized to pull up for photographer near me or studio near me. So it doesn't matter. I don't care. All the emails come to me. All the leads come to me directly anyway. So I'm on the fortunate end of having 2 profiles that I actively use for both, and I update on a regular basis. Like, I do those updates monthly just to show that I am active on not only my profile but on my website, and then I trickle it over onto my social media and things. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I kind of give an idea of how beneficial that SEO is. It is a smaller portion of my lead generation, but it is extremely valuable in a sense where I had to do no work. I just got a lead, and he was like, hey, I'm trying to do the photo shoot. Whoop de whoop. I think he's probably the 5th one this past month that have just found me organically through searching. So, that's an extra easily almost $1,000 right there. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at it from that aspect, how those little things can add up without having not to do much work, it makes sense. So I think I'm gonna do a continuation, because I definitely have some other tactics that, definitely generate leads for me that work pretty well, that I use on a regular basis, especially for those people who niche down. I am niche down a lot more so in my family and kid photography. Like, I do a lot of milestone shoots and things like that. So I really have I think a good tactic as far as targeting those type of customers and getting those type of leads generated, and kind of everything else just trickles in as it comes. Yeah, I just want to come in and let you guys know, like, hey, there are some other tactics outside of just using social media to get your name out there and to get bookings. And I'm probably going to do a whole video on just like a whole list and just going like 1 through 5 of what generates the most leads for me. Like I said, I think I'm gonna put organic SEO at 2. It's gonna be between 2 and 3 for sure. So it is important to me, and it does really benefit me. And like I said, I do this for my 9 to 5, so I have some knowledge of how to get this done correctly, and what all goes into it. Like, I don't go extremely hard like I do for my day job. Like, I don't do backlinks. I don't do the link building and all that. The content and stuff, I don't update the content as much. I may update it every 3 months, like to post a new blog, or like just add some type of SEO content to the website. I don't do that as often, but it's really a lot more so through my GBP and through my reviews, 1000%. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys check out the rest of the shoot here. I just want to let you guys know that if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I am going to do that video where I can kind of, give you the whole full breakdown. But I just want to give you that little tad bit that people sleep on. I know it's a sleeper, and I know people make it seem like it's super simple, and it really is super simple, and it can bring and generate you some traffic and generate you some leads and generate you some money. So you gotta do it. It's easy money. We're leaving money on the table at this point. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys check out the rest of the video, and I'm gonna sign up. Deuce. Alright, so today's shoot is really just a casual looks type shoot. It's not a birthday, it's not graduation or anything special. He just wanted some updated photos, and this is the location he chose for the Renaissance. So it's gonna be more of a city, well, not really in the city, but just more of a lifestyle type shoot. But just trying to find some different spots now. Got here a little bit early. It's really the same around every corner, so we're gonna try to hit just this little loop, since it's not really much difference as far as the looks and things like that. As far as the architecture, a lot of it's extremely similar. Some of the things he sent over is really more like nautical and a lot of outdoorsy type looks, but a lot of leaning poses, sitting down, walking, that type of stuff. So we're gonna check it out, see how it goes. Extend your right leg just a little bit. Even if I gotta fake the funk. Yeah, like that. Might have to just fake it out.
I think that right leg extended with one hand in. My right leg. I think that one looked the best.
Let's do that, cause walking and trying to get it, we ain't got time for that. Across the street, you see, with that red, the red doors all the way. Yep.
Oh.
They got a whole sidewalk and we in the street. But I'm glad it's not super busy, so they shouldn't be tripping. I think a lot of the stores about to close now anyway. All right, so even if you go to the edge, I don't know if you can do a cross or no.
I just feel like I look so awkward. Maybe that's just like the natural critique of your like.
Oh, my workout for today. All for you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's do some on the walkway too, on this overpass. Yeah. Let's see. I like the looking off one.
Say it again.
When you're looking off, whatever you feel like is your best side. Oh. All right.
I'm like getting distracted. I'm like, ooh.
But what other spots you want to hit? The sun about to go down.
Yeah, I was looking at too.
But when I send all of them, you'll be able to see them. Line up. I think that is it. You did good.
Thank you.
All right, so we just wrapped up. Sun is pretty much going down. It's almost 8 o'clock now. We did plenty of locations, but we'll see how it goes. I think the edits will be good. I think this is a good one. Don't have any complaints. Got plenty of options as far as like, poses to choose from, looks to choose from. He only did one outfit, but for the most part, it was pretty good in my opinion. A lot of headshots. Like I said, it was really just more a lifestyle shoot. Just want to get some updated photos. Nothing in particular. I think he's trying to get into like, not necessarily modeling, but just, practice and have some updated nice photos that he can upload to wherever or just to have. But that's it. I'm about to get me something to eat, something to drink, and call it a day. It's been a day. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.